Hey everyone, and welcome back to another unboxing. Today we're going to be unboxing some aquatic plants from my man Justin at H2O Plants. If you're not subscribed to him here on YouTube, I'll leave a link up at the end of the video. You could also follow him on Instagram, and of course check him out on h2oplants.com. They've got some good plants from what I've seen. I've never got plants from there before, so I'll let you know what's going on after we do the unboxing here, but I do have some high expectations for what we've got in this box. So anyways, let's get to the unboxing. So as always, we got our trusty X-Acto knife, and we'll just do a little incision on top and one on this side. Missed the tape there. And one on this side. It's a little bit harder because I am not left-handed. And here it is, the moment of truth. Alright, bubble wrap, that's always a good sign. I don't even remember what all I got in here, but alright, it looks like everything, just from a quick glance, looks like everything is individually named and individually packaged, which I like that. And let me just open up this slip here to get a little refresher of what is even in here. Oh, nice. Let's see what we got going on in here. Okay, so I guess I'm now a member of H2O Army. Alright. H2O Plants is on Facebook as well. My bad for omitting that earlier. I'll leave all the links down in the video description. And we got a 15% off coupon on the first order thing. And look at that. It's got the man's signature on there. You know that's legit when you're ordering something. And he signed it himself, people. And there's also a little card in here, not happy with your order, happy with your order, and how you can follow up in either case. We also have a little sheet on cleaning your plants before you put them in your tanks. Always a cool thing to see if you're not learned on that sort of thing. As well as, which this is pretty sweet, individual cards for each of the plants that you ordered. And it has all of their links on the back, which I said I'll put down in the description, and we'll get into each plant here in just a moment. But before that, I also got some vital tabs, and these are just some root tabs. I've been using the Sea Chem Flourish tabs. I was interested to try something else, so we'll give these a go, and I'll let you guys know what I think will be better. I have a feeling these will actually work better than the Sea Chem tabs, but we'll see what goes on. Alright, so I'm a neat freak. We gotta keep this area clean, so let me get this out of here. We will set all of the papers off to the side and the root tabs as well. We don't need that anymore. And let's get into the plants. That's what you guys want to see, right? So what we'll do is I'll take out each plant individually. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown on what it is, and then we'll backtrack, look at the quality, all of that, and I'll discuss more about each plant individually. Also, I want to say that the majority of these plants are going into my Beta's Rescape, and you might pronounce it Beta. I've always pronounced it Beta, so I'm kind of locked into saying it that way. But regardless, most of these plants are going into there, and if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it updated, but I'll be doing the updated maintenance and planting video of that shortly, so stay tuned if you're looking to see an update on his tank. Anyways, what we got here are some Rubeus Naan petite. You guys know that I love Rubeus Naan. This is one of my preferred plants to use in an aquarium, and likewise in terrariums. It's just a great plant, and we have the petite version here. We also got a Cryptocoryne red, and this is a nice plant. I got this for the Beta's tank because I want to get some of those red plants in there to really accent his blue, get a nice complementary color scheme going on in there. And in addition with the red, we also got some Ludwigia SP red. This too is going to really bring out his colors, diversify the landscape, all of that sort of thing. Also got us some banana plants, and you haven't seen it yet, but I have a dwarf water lily in here, and since these kind of have the lily-esque leaves on them, they'll kind of blend with that, and the tubers will add a nice little bit of differentiation in what we've got going on in there that I think is going to look pretty cool. So banana plants, and I don't want to show you this yet. That's the prized item in this box. And finally, we've got the Vital All-in-One Fertilizer. As of now, I don't use liquid fertilizers in my aquariums. I just use the tabs, but I figured I gotta up my game and start using a liquid fertilizer as well. So eventually, I'm probably gonna get into that CO2 game as well, but I'm gonna get on all my fertilizers. I'm already good with my water changes, and in that tank at least, I don't have the best substrate, but I will also be upgrading my substrate game too. So we're getting next level on this aquatic plant stuff because aquascapes are coming our way. And we'll start off with the banana plant, but before I open this, I want to say I really am liking how all of these plants are packaged. They're shrink wrapped in each individually, and that's just a really good look for me. I prefer that over getting a bag with a rubber band on it. Anything like that, I mean, getting a bag with a rubber band on it isn't the end of the world, but this is cool. Each one's labeled, which is nice. You should know what you're getting anyways, but this is cool for in case you forgot. Let's open this thing up. I've always liked banana plants. They're kind of a little oddity plant, a little goofy. And let's check this out. Looking good. One of the tubers fell off, but I think that should grow. This one's got a little root on it already. That's nice if I just tuck that down into the substrate, and then it can grow them quicker. And I have a little container of water here that I'm just setting the plants in the meantime. And then these ones are also looking pretty good. The health of the plants definitely is looking nice. We got some new growth here, some new growth popping up there. So maybe these bigger leaves, I think he's been growing these for a while, but maybe the bigger leaves could die off and then we'll just get the new growth, but they're definitely looking good. Now we'll move on to the Ludwigia SP Red. I am really looking forward to this plant. I think it's going to add a lot of nice texture to the tank, diversify the look overall, and of course the bright red hues are really going to make the tank pop. And these are looking pretty good as well. Man, I gotta say the quality of these plants is really nice. Just look at those. They look very good. And next up, we've got some Rubeus Naan petite, and these look really good. But let's get them out of the bag and get us a better look. Oh, we lost one. Nah, it's alright. Always losing them right away. Look at them. There's a ton of them in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right on. We can, of course, break these up and make other plants as well. Very nice looking plants here. And something interesting that I want to point out is if you could kind of see it on this root a little bit that they're slightly green. But the majority of these roots are almost like a brown, a typical root color. But if you remember, when I did the 1-year update on the closed terrarium from How To Terrarium episode 2, those roots were bright green. And of course, that was a more established plant, and that one was grown out of water, whereas these, I'm sure, were grown in water. But it's interesting to just see how plants grow differently, and as they become more established, they change with time. So I'm just curious to see if these roots will get that bright green. Not that we'll ever see them because they'll be down in the substrate, but it's something interesting to think about, and I think these plants are looking very nice. I don't know if I'll use these on my betas tank as I originally thought, but they are looking very nice, and we'll find a use for them somewhere. And last but not least, we'll get into the Crypt Red. And I haven't had Crypts in Man, I don't know, good 10 years. I haven't had these in a really long time, but they're a good plant, easy to take care of, and they look pretty cool as well. And if you remember, I mentioned there was another plant in there that I was saving for later. And come on guys, you know me by now, I'm not going to order some plants and whatnot and not get us some moss. Let's be real. What we got here is some queen moss, and I don't know much about this. It looks sort of similar to Java moss, but it's rare. So, rare and it's moss. Let's get on it. It's more almost fern-like. It has more of a leafy look, which I think is really nice. And I'm guessing that these different colored zip ties on here are indicators of what type of moss this is. Now I like the way that this came. It's on a suction cup on a little plate here, and the moss obviously is growing amongst the plate. And what I'm gonna do is probably just stick this in one of my aquariums and let it grow out and then begin to use it, because I could use this little section as is, but I don't want it to get lost amongst other plants or anything like that. So I think I'll just grow out a manageable section and just propagate it from there, because I'm interested to see how this does in vivariums. I want to test it in terrariums as well, and of course aquariums, so I could just add another moss to my repertoire of mosses. But this is probably what I was most excited to get in the whole package, because as I said, it is a rare plant and it is a moss. So you know me guys, I like me some moss. And we've got us the fertilizer. So this bad boy open and clean it up a little bit. I'm excited to try this out as well, see how much it has an influence on the growth of my plants. I get some decent growth right now. I'm just running, as I said, those C-Chem Flourish tabs, and I've also, I just have Eco Complete, which, you can grow plants, but it's nothing spectacular. And nothing special with lighting either. It's definitely a bright enough light to grow some decent plants, but there we go. Alright. Now we're rocking it. Now we in business. Just had to get that thing open. Right. And so what you do is you just give a little squirt in your tank. So what is it? 1 pump for every 10 gallons, 1 to 3 times a week. I have a feeling since I have the tabs, I'm only going to have to do it once a week. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Looks nice. Good design on it. I like how they incorporated the little leaf again that they have in their logo. In case you guys didn't know, I went to school for graphic design, so if we got good design going on, I'm always interested in that. Even carrying up the line on the V there. It's a good touch. I'm looking out. I see what you're rocking. And as I showed you earlier, I also got the root tabs in addition to this. So I can't remember when I put in my C-Chem tabs, so I'll probably wait a little bit before I put these in. Maybe about another month or so, because I feel like it was about 2 months ago that I put those in, and I'm going to start using this immediately. So give you guys an update later on down the road what I think about these products, but as I said, I have a feeling that they're going to work pretty well. So there you have it, a little aquatic plant unboxing. I'll run them by you again real quick. We got some Cryptocoryne red, Crypt red, and we also got some Ludwigia SP red. Now both those red plants will contrast and add a little bit of diversity to my aquascape. They will also complement the blue color in my beta, so I'm really excited to incorporate those. We also got us some banana plant, not actually banana at all, just growing on a little tuber that looks like a banana. We also got some Anubias Naan petite, several sections of those. Can't go wrong with Anubias, one of my favorites for sure. And last but not least, we also got us the Queen Moss, which I am extremely excited about this plant here. looking forward to growing that out and showing you guys some updates on that in the future. And right here in the water, now that it's hydrated a little bit, it's a lot more bushy. It's how you say royal, since it's queen moss compared to typical Java moss. And I don't know if it even is a type of Java moss, to be honest. I don't really know much about it, but it looks like it grows similarly, and it's a variation of that. And of course, we got the fertilizer. So moving forward, whenever I do these unboxings, I'll kind of mix like a review in there as well, because obviously with the unboxings, it's almost a way to an avenue of sorts to show you guys where to get products yourself. Would I recommend products from H2O Plants? Absolutely. As you saw, all of the plants were extremely healthy, and the quantity of plants was definitely good for what you're paying for it. And also, well, actually, I don't know about these yet. I think they're going to do well, but we'll see what happens. Also, the customer service was great as well. I think that's something to look forward to as well, because if you're trying to order stuff and you're getting really stingy customer service, it can frustrate you and make you not want to order products from somebody again. So definitely that's something that I'm going to be looking for moving forward. Obviously, I have connections of places that I frequently buy from, so I know the customer service is good already, but I will alert you guys on that. And as I said, I've never got plants from H2O Plants before, so in that regard, I can say that customer service good, product quality good, and would I recommend it? Yes. Check out the video description for all of the links to get your plants from H2O Plants, and I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. As I said earlier, pretty much all of these plants are going to be going into my betas tank. We're going to do a little update, maintenance, and adding new plants here in just a few weeks, maybe about a week or two. And if you enjoyed this unboxing video, definitely hit it with a thumbs up. You know, we got all kinds of projects coming up. We got aquarium videos, we got terrarium videos, vivarium videos, we got more unboxing videos. You know how it goes. It's always a variety on here. We're never sticking to one thing, always spicing it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.